Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to Maker Table. We got a brand new tool that I've always wanted to play with, and I just wanted to share it with you guys and kind of figure this thing out together. So what we're going to do is we're going to assemble this tube roller from Swag Offroad. It's kind of their answer to Harbor Freight's tube roller, or Woodward Fab also makes one kind of in the same price range. As far as I can tell, they stock a whole selection of dies in just about every size, which is a big deal with these, because really if you don't have a die, you can't roll the tube. So this will help us pick up some new work, and we got a cool arch project that we're working on that hopefully makes this thing pay for itself. So right over here we've got our Allen wrenches, a couple screwdrivers, crescent wrench for the odds and ends. We are initially setting this up for manual crank. We're going to crank everything by hand. They do make a kit where you can weld one of these onto the drive shaft, and this will let you hook up a electric pipe threader from Harbor Freight or the local hardware store and drive the thing with a motor instead of your arm. But I don't have one of those yet, so we're just going to start with the hand crank. But basically you get one free die, so we got the die that matches our job, and it's a 2-inch square die, and the die consists of 3 of these rollers. Since this thing is pretty big, doesn't have its own stand, we ended up just drilling and tapping some holes into our welding table right here, and we're just going to bolt it to the edge of this table and use this as our stand. We're still small, so we have to break down all the time and change over to a different process. So this will let us basically set this thing up, have it really nice and solid with a few bolts, and then take it apart and break down and do the next job. Alright, these are nice tasty tapped holes right here. Just going to line them up and anchor this sucker down. Alright guys, we got it bolted down to the table. It's nice and steady, and now we're going to start putting together these drive rolls right here. Let's see how well this fits up here. Nice. So get these bearings in there, and then these little collars right here have some set screws in them, and that's to set this I guess horizontally inside the die so that all 3 of these will line up. So we'll get these put together real quick, and I'm going to go ahead and set this end screw here, but I'm going to wait until these are in the die or in the roller to set these right here. That way we can get all this stuff straight. Alright, so now we spun this thing around, and we're going to set up this main drive wheel right here. This comes with a keyed shaft, and there's actually a nice little slot right here for all this to fit in, and these all go together like so. But of course it's not that easy. They go together like that inside of here, so let's cross our fingers and hope this goes well. Oh, and the key popped out the ass end. There we go. There is 2 set screws right here that lock this down. 1 and 2. Alright, now that we got that in there, we can drop these guide wheels in place. This thing's coming together actually pretty quickly. Let's roll right into the handle here. Alright, this thing really is a pretty simple machine. Not a whole lot to it. Looks like there's 3 different positions on the handle right here, just to give you more or less leverage depending on how large the tube your rolling is and how thick the wall is. We're doing some 2-inch square tube, 120 wall, so I'm guessing we're going to want as much leverage as we can get on this sucker. Last step of this is to set up this digital readout, which will tell us how far down this drive wheel is from whatever our start point, and it's supposed to give you more repeatable bends. First thing is attach this custom little plate doodad back here. And it's always so cool how he hacks these tools, because, like, you know, this digital readout was not made for this exact project. And I think he started out just by like hacking, you know, Harbor Freight tools and improving them. It seems like he's definitely upping his game every time he comes out with something new. Last piece of the puzzle is tying this end together. So this is our project. It's an arch that's going in a local dog park, and this is basically going to be the sign face, and we're trying to put two arched tubes right here, one on the bottom and one across the top right here. So we need to match this radius on this bend. So we've got our 2x2 square tube loaded up here in our die and our roller, and we've got these aligned. We just did it with a tape measure. Zero this out, and that's going to be the start of our roll. I've never done this before, so I'm just going to try and go like I don't know, maybe 1/8 of an inch. There we go, there's 120. And now we... And I'm going to run this through one more time. We'll take it out and see how we fit our radius on our existing piece of metal. See why they call this thing the Hulk now? Because you're going to be a beast when you're done using it. Let's go see how this fits. Alright, as you guys can see, we got a ways to go. This is my first time using it, so I'm going to take it really slow and do a lot of basically run it through and try it out quite a few times before we really start getting into production mode here. Alright guys, so that's it. The Hulk tube roller by Swag works pretty good here. Got my 2 radius bends done. Fits up pretty nicely here on the letters. That's exactly what I needed it to do. Sweet. Overall, I'm really happy with how the tube bender worked out. There's definitely a bit of a figure out exactly how to use it and be repeatable and productive, and how to get bends the first time just from some layout and some measuring. But just pulling the tube out and feeding it back into the roller and sneaking up on the angles that I needed ended up getting me, I think, exactly what I needed out of this. I brought this tube roller in to do this project for Central Park Dog Park, and it's already done and wrapped up. So not a huge learning curve. It would definitely be nice to add a electric drive roller on there. So I think before I do too much more work with it, I'm definitely going to buy one of those electric pipe threaders, probably from Hobo Freight. And just hope it holds up for a while, because I looked them up, and to get like a Milwaukee or a Rigid, they're asking like $1,200 just for one of those pipe threaders. And Harbor Freight, you could buy one for 120 bucks, I think. So for the price of 10 cheap crappy ones, I could get one good one. That math kind of does itself. Thanks for following along. Please guys, hit subscribe, like this video, shoot me a comment, tell me what you guys think. I really want to know, does anybody else have this bender? Is there any tricks to the trade that I need to know? Do you guys have any tips to make my shop more efficient and any better? I'm always trying to improve, and I'm always trying to share whatever knowledge I pick up along the way here.